of the internet. The following contains content that this human behind me does not own personally. Content such as music, videos, sound, images, and all that jazz. So please, give my human a break and let her enjoy what she does. Seriously. Okay?
What is up, people of the internet? My name is Freelancer Amber, and welcome back to another Death Battle reaction video. This is going to be two of PlayStation's mascots. Crash Bandicoot from, well, Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro from, well, Spyro. So this, like I said, these are two of PlayStation's mascots. And truth be told, guys, I've never once played any of Crash's games or Spyro games. Though looking back on it now, I think I did play a Spyro game, but it was years ago. I think it was my cousin's game. It was on the GameCube, I think it was. Yeah, I really don't remember. Anyway, in the description, the ultimate rival of classic 2 PlayStation mascots comes to a head. Okay, well that's about it. So, as for who I want to win this, like I did with the Jotaro versus Kenshiro thing, after I hear like their feats, and depending if I paid attention right, that's when I'll decide who I want to vote in this. Yeah, well, yeah, because I know them, but I don't know them. I know those two to a degree, but yeah, that's just about it. So got nothing else to say, so let this new death battle begin in 3, 2, 1.
The early 1990s would host one of the biggest battlegrounds the world had ever seen.
Whoa,
the console war.
Nintendo and Sega's mascots were locked in a merciless duel over the gaming throne.
But when the smoke cleared, a surprise third challenger was rising to the top.
The Sony PlayStation. And it didn't have just one mascot. It had 2.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot, the mutated marsupial from Down Under.
And Spyro the Dragon, the powerful purple hero of the Dragon
realm.
I
always liked dragons,
He's
so...
Liz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh yeah, the new Spyro Trilogy remake's coming out pretty soon.
Listen, I admire another brilliant doctor of science as much as the next guy, especially those with grand plans to take over the world. But I'm not sure Dr. Neo Cortex makes the cut.
Why not? He's an evil genius who made a mutant Aussie army of animals to take over the world.
Sure, but when it came time to assign a general for this army, Cortex chose, of all things, a bandicoot.
Why?
A what? You're making that up.
It's a real animal. Look.
Oh, hey, it's kind of cute.
Yeah, it's
How's
adorable.
that little thing gonna take over the world?
With the Evolvo Ray, Cortex did successfully mutate it into a powerful beast. However, when he tried to brainwash the creature, he utterly failed to create his fearsome general. Instead, he got Crash Bandicoot.
So Cortex threw him out like trash, and Crash became his worst nemesis ever. Which is super embarrassing, because this Bandicrash is a few snags short of a Barbie. But his physical abilities make up for it. He's got parkour skills like nobody's
Dancing in
business.
pancakes.
Which is appropriate, as bandicoots are excellent jumpers, similar to their marsupial cousin, the kangaroo.
Oh, okay.
He's got superhuman strength, and can take a big hit and just keep on going. Like an Energizer bunny of pain.
Crash can double jump in midair, slide incredible distances, and use Crash Dash to boost his speed.
He's also tapped into Mojo, a magic substance that's basically life energy, to enhance his battle technique.
What?
He's got his Norris Roundhouse and Triple Dragon, but his favorite move is the Cyclone Spin.
Yeah.
He can even give this move a boost for the Death Tornado technique, though this can leave him dizzy and prone to counterattacks. Still, these brutal moves proved incredibly useful for rescuing his fellow mutant bandicoot girlfriend, Tawna.
Oh, why does she look like that? She's like really hot, but also not at the same time? I'm really confused.
While Crash's natural abilities were enough to save her, his future battles with Cortex would require more sophisticated tools.
Yeah, like the Rad Copter Pack. He's even got himself the unicorn of motorsports, the Space Motorcycle. What I wouldn't give for one
Yeah,
of those.
I really need to get
increase his fire
the
power, he carries a special
trilogy of
bazooka
this.
that uses a naturally occurring and easily attainable form of ammunition. Wampa fruits.
Wampa
The
fruit.
same kind of fruit shooter that's on his power loader suit from Alien. I mean, this completely generic-looking mech.
But why fruit? I can't imagine it's
Oh,
a
it's apples?
particularly
Okay.
effective projectile.
I don't know, Wiz. Remember that time I shot you with my potato gun?
They do look like
You
the
were
red,
stuck in
yellow
a coma
apples
for like a
combined.
month.
Wait, what? You told me I lost that month because my time travel wristwatch finally worked.
Well, where's Crash getting all this cool tech? He can't be building it all himself. He's pretty dumb.
They're all thanks to his kid sister, Coco, who's 10 times the inventor Cortex is. But Crash
Damn.
isn't really dumb. He just lacks communication skills. He actually shows many symptoms of autism. Some people with autism, known as savants, are extraordinarily gifted in particular skill sets, and I think that describes Crash perfectly.
Really?
While he may not know how to hold a conversation, he is a superb athlete and puzzle solver.
Well, I'm sure it helps that
Interesting.
he's surrounded by friends who encourage his better traits.
Hey, that was a good one.
Okay.
Like Aku Aku, his magical mask foster dad, who's basically a god. Lucky
Oh, look at the
bastard.
tiger.
Aku Aku's magical mojo prowess is quite impressive. He's very protective of Crash and will often step in when Crash is in trouble. But not always.
Wiz, why can he teleport across dimensions on his own, but can't teleport Crash very far at all?
This is as far as I can take us. We'll have to fight our way to the robot's interior and save your sister.
Okay.
Well, perhaps his fatherly intuition is kicking in, encouraging Crash to learn from his own mistakes and become his own man, or Bandicoot.
But
Yeah, maybe he's just being a dick.
Well, thanks to Aku Aku and his own amazing abilities, Crash has performed some incredible feats while stopping Cortex's plans time and time again.
He's strong enough to lift his adopted brother Crunch over his head. Since Crunch is at least twice as big as Crash, that would mean Crash's strength is similar to the world's best powerlifters.
His cyclone attack can generate enough force to lift this large boulder and throw it so hard it shatters on impact. Comparing its size to Crash, that boulder must weigh nearly 8 tons.
He's also fast enough to outrun polar bears, which can move
There's a
up to
manga of that?
25 miles per hour. But Crash really shines when it comes to durability. Just look at how well he holds up after taking 112 falling wooden crates to the face.
but you missed. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where do they all come from?
I bet it's Aku Aku's fault. And he's
Aku
right back
Aku's
up
fault.
like it didn't even happen. What a champ.
Crash has endured an explosion of 23 crates of TNT all at once, which, given their size, could potentially level a city block.
Holy shit.
And with the help of Aku Aku, he even survived a crash landing from outer space.
Wow.
What the heck is up with his hair?
This vessel was likely falling at 17,500 miles per hour, similar to the space shuttle's typical re-entry, which means the force of its
Okay.
collision would be equivalent to more than 2 million tons of TNT.
Shit, dude.
Wait, but why didn't Aku Aku just teleport them to safety?
I can't believe we're okay.
Oh, are you kidding me, Aku? You know what you did, or didn't do. But what's the saying? Any Crash you can walk away from, right? Plus, given how easy it is for Crash's enemies to lure him into traps, his absurd durability is crucial.
Well, Crash isn't perfect, but with his amazing abilities and a little bit of mojo, he's saved the whole world many times over.
Okay.
And after years of this, he even finally learned how to speak.
Now let's go home and eat pancakes. Pancakes!
He talked.
Wait, that's it?
That's pretty much it. Okay.
Prophecy tells of a special purple dragon born every 10 generations, destined to be a hero of his age. This was the legend of Spyro. But when the ancient Dark Master Malefor learned of this, he swore to destroy Spyro before he even hatched.
By the way, there are at least 3 different timelines for Spyro, but we're mainly sticking with the Legend of Spyro version, because he can do pretty much anything the other ones can.
Okay.
And more.
Okay.
Plus, I think they're all the same as Spyro reincarnated anyway, since that's what the prophecy says, and look, that's totally Skylands being made at the end of Dawn of the Dragon.
Okay.
Ahem.
Okay.
Wild fan theories aside, Spyro was saved from Malefor's wrath by Ignitus, a guardian dragon. He decided to pull a Moses and
Pull a
send
Moses.
Spyro's egg floating down a river to who knows where. Okay, why do so many stories start with people just throwing babies into rivers? That's never a good idea.
Wrong, Wiz. It worked out fine for Spyro. He was found and adopted by a family of dragonflies. And even without fellow dragons around, Spyro grew up to be a pretty good fighter. He's strong, tough, and makes good use of his horns, tail, and claws.
Okay.
But not his wings. Not yet. Without a dragon's parentage, Spyro remained mostly grounded during his childhood.
But he got pretty good at using his head. Like the fun way, not the brainy stuff. You do not want to be on the other end of his charge attack.
But one fateful day, everything changed. During a game of hide-and-seek with his quote-unquote brother, Sparks, they got into a bit of monkey business and, in desperation, Spyro unexpectedly breathed fire. This was Spyro's first hint that he was adopted.
Hold up, you mean he thought he was an actual dragonfly the whole time? I can think of a few other hints, like, I don't know, anytime he saw his reflection.
This revelation prompted Spyro to go on a journey in search of his true home among other dragons.
Okay.
Oh, and Sparks tagged along to help find treasure and protect his dragon brother from harm.
Not like he needed it. He's the chosen one, bitch. He's got a bunch of awesome dragon
Chosen
powers.
one, bitch.
As a purple dragon, Spyro was not limited to just his fire breath. After finding and rescuing 4 great dragon guardians, they each became his teachers in the arts of elemental combat.
Okay.
Ignitus taught Spyro how to control fire and focus it into huge blasts. Voltaire showed
trying
him
to
how
pay
to use
attention to
electric
all of
breath
this.
to stun enemies and toss them through the air. Cyril taught him to freeze foes solid and fire ice shards. And Parador showed him how to use earth breath to split rocks and roll up into a ball.
Spyro also honed his physical and chi combat with the martial art of Dragon Kata. Oh, and he finally learned how to fly.
About time.
Speaking of which, Spyro learned how to briefly slow down time to improve his reactions.
Okay.
Oh, damn. But all of this led to Spyro learning the ultimate element. The convexity breath.
Ether.
Convexity.
It's ether.
No, stupid. Everyone calls it convexity.
Oh, okay. Purple dragons like Spyro can use a mysterious energy that is essentially the spiritual life force of the universe. While it's never officially named in canon, lead concept artist Jared Polin has gone on record to clarify its name and properties, and he calls it ether. Eat that, boomstick.
Don't convex me, Wiz. True fans know I'm right.
Ether is an extremely powerful element which binds the fates of the living and the dead.
Okay.
With ether, Spyro pulls from the 4 elements to create energy which,
I'm starting to have hope for
according to
Spyro.
has power comparable to that of an atom smasher.
Isn't that the thing that shoots an atom around at light speed for all sorts of sciencey stuff?
Yes, they're particle accelerators with a moving photon beam containing 362 megajoules of energy.
Jeez, I'm trying to pay
Yeah,
attention
you
to all
said
the
that.
science.
This beam can slice through a human skull in a nanosecond.
Jesus.
Just like what happened to Russian scientist Anatoly Bugorsky when he stuck his head in one of them.
Why the hell would he do that? God, being Russian must be hard.
Wow.
Bugorsky took a beam less than a molecule thick through the skull, which obliterated all matter in its path in an instant. While he survived, half of his face around the microscopic hole in his head swelled, peeled apart, and was permanently paralyzed, while he experienced the blinding light he described as brighter than 1,000 suns.
Hey, Spyro, what was that about?
I don't really know. I just felt like I had to hit it. And when I did, the power of 1,000 suns surged through my body.
Just imagine if that beam was the size of Spyro's super breath. No, wait, you don't need to. We've seen what it's like when he killed the Ape King.
Of course, Spyro's ether powers have other uses as well, such as curing his fellow dragon Cinder of Malfor's corruption.
Cinder.
Is he shooting ghosts at her? What kind of magic were they smoking when they came up with that?
But ether is dependent on a balance between light and dark. Should a purple dragon fall prey to their own anger and hatred, they risk being consumed by dark ether, or nether, transforming into a blackened, rage-filled form.
Spyro's a really nice guy, but as Dark Spyro, he lets loose. He's stronger, faster, and way more violent.
Okay.
Unfortunately, when Spyro's consumed by dark ether, he cannot return to his old self on his own. But with friends like Sparks and Cinder at his side, he's always found his way back.
Through the power of love. Right, Spyro?
You gotta believe.
With all these powers at his claw tips, Spyro is a force to be reckoned with. He's pretty quick, outracing biplanes that can fly over 159 miles per hour.
He's pushed a gold statue about twice his size, and he's pretty tough, claiming his scales are impenetrable.
So I'm electricity proof too? I knew my scales were impenetrable, but now this?
A bold claim, but let's look at the facts. Spyro once took a punch from this massive magma golem, which then lost its arm and replaced it with a cathedral tower. This cathedral is very similar in size to St. Stephen's Basilica, a Roman Catholic church in Budapest, Hungary. By taking the height, length, and depth of the basilica and adjusting for empty space, we can estimate the arm's mass to weigh over 400,000 tons.
Jesus.
Assuming a low-end punching speed of 15 miles per hour, that of the average humans, the golem must have hit with at least 1.9 million tons of force.
And after getting all these powers, saving the dragons, and defeating the Dark Master himself, Spyro tapped into ether one last time to literally pull the exploding planet back together. What? How the hell? How?
I'd say a mix of the power of love, magic of friendship, and a smidgen of prophetic destiny.
Wiz, I want a pet dragon more than anything.
It's a sad sight, Sparks. Another noble warrior falls victim to the plague of love. Just look away.
Yeah, I'm starting to have hopes for Spyro.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
All right, now I'm starting to have hopes for Spyro. One, I like dragons, but I could be wrong. But still, I'm having high hopes for Spyro. Okay.
Weird. What are you doing?
Oh. Oh!
Sparks! No!
Oh my god, he killed Sparks! Gee, that face though. Bye! God damn it, why'd you do that, Crash?
All right.
Oh, I'm loving this. Loving this animation. Yeah, he ain't gonna be there to protect you now. But Crash does have good durability to a degree, or to a limit. But once again, I'm having high hopes of Spyro. Oh. Okay.
Wait a sec, was that a fruit?
Yeah, I think he can take it. Oh, come on, Spyro, you could take it. Okay. Spiky Earth Ball.
Woohoo! Stay right.
Oh, yeah. The little copter thingy.
Where do you keep finding these things?
Ooh. Oh boy.
I'm done with this.
Oh. Oh, nope. Okay. Never mind. Ooh.
Nobody messes with me, pal. KO!
I don't think Aku Aku's gonna pull Crash from the grave after that.
Yeah.
Spyro had plenty of obvious advantages. His speedy flight let him control the pace of the battle, and his elemental arsenal gave him a much wider variety of attacks than Crash had ever seen in a one-on-one fight.
Okay.
Even with his extraordinary puzzle-solving skills, Crash was simply overwhelmed.
Oh, okay.
But surprisingly, this wasn't nearly as one-sided as it looked on paper.
With the strength to throw an 8-ton boulder, Crash was actually stronger than Spyro. And both of them had survived impacts worth around 2 million tons of force.
Okay.
How convenient. It's almost like they planned this all along.
To be fair, we did have to lowball Spyro's durability against the Golem's punch. However, both of them had shown durability, which far exceeded much of their attack capability.
So even with his gadgets, Crash really didn't have a good way to hurt Spyro very much. But the funny thing is, Spyro didn't have many attacks that could firmly hurt Crash either. They were both just too tough.
Well, until Spyro used the Ether Breath,
Yeah.
which could literally break
Aku
matter
Aku
apart
could
at an
beat over
atomic
Crash.
level. Not even Aku
Oh.
Aku could save Crash from a beam that
Far
intense.
weaker than
I
Spyro's
guess
Ether.
Crash just couldn't spin this one.
The
Fucking!
winner is Spyro the Dragon.
I knew it. 2 for 2. All right, what's
Hey
next?
guys, thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. If you want to get the battle music for yourself, you can get it by clicking the link below.
And if you guys want to see exclusive commentary on this episode, click that little box over there, first membership trial.
2 for 2. Okay. Oh. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! April 30! Oh my god, Sora! Oh my god! They're gonna put Sora in Death Battle! I mean, Screw Attack actually put Sora in this, but it was only a 1 minute melee. It did not count. On actual Death Battle with, oh my god! I'm going for Sora. I don't care what, I'm saying what I think out of the way. I'm voting for Sora in this, because I don't know Pit as much, because I did play Super Smash Brothers Brawl, but that's just about it. I don't know much about him, but Sora, my boy, our boy, Sora, hang on. Even though this is Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora, our boy will win this. Sora, our boy. And I'm gonna have my Keyblades out here, like I did with my Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer reaction. Oh, Sora, our boy. Okay, but enough about that. So 2 for 2 on the death battle thing. I was right again. Even though I kind of paid attention to what they were saying about Crash and Spyro. And the thing is, I said I like dragons, and I really gotta get the Spyro trilogy and the Crash Bandicoot trilogy games. Just so awesome! Oh my god, I can't wait. So we're on the right now. We're on the when I'm recording this will be on first members. But today, when I'm recording this, it's on the 9th, and it's gonna be on the 30th. So it's gonna be another 3 weeks until this death battle. Let's see what Wiz and Boom statistics on Sora as well as Pit. This is gonna be so awesome. Sora better not die in this one because, well, technically he did die, but that's just him turning into a Heartless. He came right back up. As for Pit, like I said, I don't know much about him, but rip to headphone users for my screaming, and I just shot my throat. Now it's sore from all the talking. Now, I got nothing else to say other than I can't wait for Sora versus Pit death battle. So, until the next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts of this death battle on the comment section down below if you think it could have been different. If you like this video, go ahead and get that like a fist bump. And if you really like this video and what I do in general, go ahead and subscribe. Also, remember to hit that bell button to be notified of my latest reactions. And follow me on Twitter at FreelancerAmber for pretty much the same thing or just random general. And if you want to support me even further, I have my own Twitch channel at same name as my YouTube channel at FreelancerAmber. And my streaming is on Fridays and Saturdays, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Not definitive on the timing, but that's what I'm going for right now. So remember to stay awesome, be nice to animals, don't be dicks, keep moving forward, and I will see you all in the next video!